Hi. I'm here to talk to you about
Cold Spring in New York, up the river, a cache of Olde-World charm. An hour and 15 minutes after you've left Manhattan, approximately 50 miles, you arrive in one of the most pleasant, preserved communities you never knew existed. Take a left out of the train station, walk down the ramp and into Main Street's endearing hustle and bustle. A collection of antique shops will charm you first, then you'll push through bell-strung doors into places full of tchotchkes and vintage toys, followed by clothing boutiques and a surprising number of well-regarded restaurants for this petite village of approximately 2,000 people. Cold Spring is on the National Register of Historic Places. Established in 1846 as the Village of Cold Spring-on-Hudson, the central area by the banks of the Hudson River is now on the National Register of Historic Places, a tribute to the rows of untouched 19th-century buildings that complement the cozy, antiquated air of the community. One big perk about Cold Spring is how walkable the area is. Should you want to venture past the village's sole traffic light at the top of the hill, the Butterfield Library is there on the left of Route 9D. Turn right on 9D and you'll see a couple of small plazas that offer necessities such as a grocery store, drug store, bank and post office. If you don't feel like strolling far, starting this spring, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays will see the return of the trolley. It leaves frequently from the Visitors Center, and for one thin dime, you can ride not only through Cold Spring but over to the next town of Garrison, making stops along the way at places like the untarnished historical site of the Boscobel House built in 1808. Aside from its old-fashioned features, Cold Spring's greatest attraction is its location. Surrounding the village are some of the most beautiful and pristine hiking trails in the Hudson Valley, such as the classic Breakneck Ridge Scramble and Bull Hill Loop. Smack dab on the banks of the Hudson, the town of Cold Spring is a very accessible riverfront environment composed of benches, walkways and a gazebo. The town juts out into the river, nearly the proverbial stone's throw from the mountains looming across the way. Picnics, parks and weekly summer music concerts transform the area into an idyllic, welcoming retreat from Manhattan. Where to eat? Whether or not you picnic, you'll want to take advantage of the variety of restaurants in town, most within walking distance of the train. The Hudson Hills Cafe has very reasonable prices and light homemade fare using locally sourced ingredients. The Foundry CAF offers breakfast and lunch in large portions. Many vegetarian options are available. The Riverview restaurant is a bit more upscale yet still family friendly, and you can dine on excellent food while overlooking the river. Like most towns, Cold Spring has its pizza place, the Cold Spring Pizza and Deli, though you may also find it worth your while to trek up to Route 9D to go to Angelina's Restaurant and Pizzeria in the Food Town Plaza for some authentic Italian fare. For something intercontinental, step into La Bouchon for some French cuisine, which can be enjoyed on the front porch or back garden during warmer months. For the most filling experience, try Cold Spring Depot Restaurant at Depot Square next to the Metro North stop. Sit fireside, feast on comfort food, and watch the trains go by. Where to sleep? Although Cold Spring is close to New York City, you will be smitten enough to want to stay overnight, for which there are quaint and luxurious options. Right on the riverfront, the Hudson House Inn has been offering hospitality for 160 years and remains a beloved place for residents and weekend visitors alike. On Main Street, the Pig Inn is the main B&B. Staying a little longer may afford you the opportunity to take part in the many socials, festivals and events, usually listed in the village's newspaper, the Putnam County News and Recorder. How to get there? Cold Spring is accessible from Grand Central Station via the Metro North Railroad's Hudson Line to Cold Spring Station. For the latest schedule, click here.
Hope you found it useful. For more information please click the link in description.